King Charles has made his most significant public appearance since his cancer diagnosis, going on a walkabout to greet well-wishers on Easter Sunday. Joining us now from London is royal commentator Josh Rom. Josh, great to speak to you again. Now, this was lovely to see King Charles out and about, and it was a surprise, wasn't it?
This was a complete surprise. So we knew that he was going to be attending the church service. We didn't quite know exactly how he was going to get there. Some sources said he planned to walk down the hill. Others suggested that he might be driven down the hill. But he made an appearance at St. George's Chapel for the Easter service on Easter Sunday. Very much at the beginning, before the service, he exited the car, appeared in fine spirits, was smiling, was waving. But what came as the biggest surprise was afterwards when he departed from St. George's Chapel. And what he did is he didn't just go on any normal walkabout of, he wasn't just, I think some of us expected him to just kind of stand back from the crowd, do a bit of waving, a bit of chatting, but he was up close and personal, not just shaking a couple of hands, shaking multiple hands, was in fine form, was laughing, appeared cheery. This is what King Charles does best. He does the walkabouts the best. This is actually what he loves to do more than anything. He loves interacting with the crowd. He loves getting to know people. He's got a great sense of humor as well. King Charles is known for his banter as well, the whole pointing and laughing. That is what King Charles does the best. And it was so great to see him out in fine form doing what he does best. And I think it's also a very good sign because we know as well that cancer patients might not necessarily be allowed to ingratiate themselves with large groups of people. These are the sorts of duties that His Majesty was advised against doing and wasn't doing due to that cancer diagnosis whilst he underwent inpatient treatment. He was, of course, seeing very small groups of people. We saw that he saw a number of Korean veterans from the Korean War. We also saw him greet the Prime Minister, the Chancellor of the Exchequer, conduct other audiences. But this is significant because there he was outside of St. George's Chapel within the Windsor Castle compound, greeting an assembled crowd, shaking multiple hands. This could be the sign that we've all been waiting for, that actually signifies all the rumours about the king being ill might not necessarily well, we know he's got cancer, of course, but all of these kind of underlying bubbling rumours that are under the surface, some sources reportedly saying that the king's condition is far more serious than they're letting on. I know I've previously said that the succession planning start might signify that, but actually, what this walkabout suggests is that he is getting back into fine form. It kind of confirms the reports that he has been frustrated not doing front-facing royal duties because that is what he enjoys doing most. And I think I know this might be a bit crude, but I'm going to say it anyway. Not even cancer can keep King Charles away from the crowds, can keep King Charles away from his people. And again, all this does, it emphasizes he's got that same sense of duty as his late mother, Her late Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, even when he is suffering from cancer, even when he is battling cancer, even when he is undergoing inpatient treatment, he is still raring to go. And I think that is an brilliant sign.
It's incredible to see, isn't it? And it's great to see him out and about. And it's what, as you say, he loves doing most, and also what people in London really want to see. What's it done to kind of boost the spirits of people in England?
Yeah, well, I think the front pages of our newspapers on Bank Holiday Monday, I think, said it all. I think King Charles being hailed as this returning hero on the front page of every single national newspaper, I think spoke volumes. It said that there is a real appetite from the country, from the press, to see the king in action. People, of course, flooding the king with well wishes. We want to see him back in action. We want to see him doing what he does best. So I think this was very much a welcome sight. And I think this really, truly was this was a celebrated sight as well. People up and down the country were celebrating his return to the main stage of royal duties, so to speak. So I just think that I think this is a good sign. I think also he almost needed to do this because we knew that Princess Catherine would be taking time out after her bombshell diagnosis, after her bombshell video that she made announcing that she had cancer. So it was great to actually see a member of the royal family, which we haven't seen in a little while, partake in front-facing duties. And kind of, once again, it kind of emphasizes the fact that the monarchy is very much here to stay. The monarchy behind the scenes, behind everything, is still strong. That same duty, that same devotion to service very much continues, even when some members of the royal family might not be able to do that. We know that Prince William, Princess Catherine, and their 3 children were not at that ceremony. So I think this might be King Charles saying, Catherine, I got you.
I got
you, girl. I got you. We're gonna back you up. I'm gonna do all that I can to help. And we know how close they are. We know about the reports of how he refers to her as my darling Catherine, and how when they were in hospital together at the London clinic, it was a very emotional time for them both, and that they've called each other daily. So we know they have a very strong and stable relationship, to use the words of Theresa May. I'm so sorry for that in advance. But we can see here that this might be King Charles saying, the family is here for you. We are all helping each other here in this fight.